Sometimes happens. That wasn't really.
It's the first time I've actually heard of it.
2 Tango Golf, runway 31, line from white, traffic, Skyline, 5 mile final.
We're approaching about 1,500. I'm going to go to do a cruise climb here. Lower the nose a little bit.
Continue traffic, holding position. And was that a hold line from wait, 192 takeoff? This is a 2 Tango Golf, affirmative, runway 31, line up and wait, traffic, Skyline, 5 mile final. Alright, 31, line up and wait, 190 Tango Golf. 026 Romeo on Zulu, contact ground. Yeah, will do. Cessna Golf Bravo, hold short, runway 31. Hold the short 31, Golf Bravo. This is a 2 Tango Golf, left on Martin, runway 31, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Tango Golf. Cessna Golf Bravo, runway 31, line from 8, traffic, Skyline, 4 mile final. Line up and wait, is 31, Golf Bravo. Cessna Golf Bravo, the upwind Cessna is also a left on Barton, runway 31, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Golf Bravo.
The nose comes up a little bit. What does that tell you?
Skyline 2.
I need to push down, or
clear to land.
Yeah, push it down, but also then needs a little bit of trim. Trim just right. The nose won't drift up at all.
One, runway 31, clear to land, 2 Charlie.
Well, what happens is, as you do that, the plane does take a long time to accelerate, and as it accelerates, it then wants to still climb again. So, you know, until you finally reach a steady state. Right now, it's just about right. It needs about a
Charlie, frequency change approved.
Right, just say, okay, frequency change approved, see you later, once you try. Alright, so you just say we can switch frequencies now. Okay, now we're beyond the 2,500 foot shelf, so you can go full power, and we're going to climb up above this hill. So again, we pitch up for a climb. It's okay to be a cruise climb, we'll get there. As we do this, it requires a little right rudder, as you've, I think, figured out by now.
Wind 01006.
To make it look too easy.
no, it's not.
It stays nice, smooth days like this, though, to make it does make it easier.
Okay, I don't see the VOR. It should be a little bit to my right. I think it's in that clear.
Well, actually, no. We're the plane, and the course is off to the left, so we actually would have to turn to the left to bring this back in. Just imagine yourself as the plane. That's the line we want to be on.
Oh, okay.
All right? And so you steer towards it to bring it back in.
Okay.
As we're getting closer to the VOR, it's going to get erratic anyway, so that's to be expected.
Since this is a VOR, would you expect a lot more plane kind of converging in this area?
Many times. That's a very good question. Yes, but it is, as it happens, Woodside VOR is not one of those main VORs that's used for navigation. It's convenient to have it here because it serves a training purpose, but yeah, no, a lot of times that's something you have to think. That's why, as you approach a VOR, it's better not to be right on it, as it may be offset somewhat.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the bumps.
Oh, just a little bit. The winds up here are rather negligible compared to what they often are. You'll get a little bit.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, we're approaching 3,000.
Now, what I would have you do here, Normando, is just pitch down, push the plane down without adjusting power quite yet.
Okay.
Let the plane accelerate. It means your left hand's going to have to continue to push a little bit. And now you're going to hear the engine start to speed up. Then you can bring the power back. Okay, so just keeping the power in that much longer allows the plane to get up to cruise speed that much faster. Then you bring the power back, and then you can do all the trimming and stuff like that.
Nice. Wow, it's really calm.
Oh, it just feels like we're hanging stationary.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 3,500, and we're just about to get out of the 4,000 foot shelf, but it's so smooth out here. We'll just stay here for a bit. What I'd like you to do is, just as a warm-up, is we're gonna just slow the plane down, get all the flaps in. Try to maintain a constant altitude as you're doing that.
Okay.
So the steps again would be, first off, actually that's fine. We can just line up with something straight ahead of us if you can't find something. This could be a feature in the clouds or something. Also press the heading, press that in. That will center the heading bug. It also serves as backup. Right now, just as a reminder, what we'll do then is you reach down to the power. We're going to start slowing the plane down. I would say bring the power back to 16 or 1700 RPM. And then as you do, you'll feel the nose get heavy, so you have to raise that nose up actually. Keep the plane from losing altitude, so we just have to gradually pitch up as we slow down. Now you can reach over and put in the first 10 degrees of flaps, even now, okay? Good. Now watch our airspeed as we get down below 85 knots, you can lower the rest of the flaps. Okay, and pitch down a little bit. And then as we get down to about 65 knots or so, that's when now you're actually add the power in. We're not going to do the stall. We're just going to now start to add power back in as we slow down, bring it up to about 2,000 right here. Okay, this is slow flight maneuver. Okay, just pitch back, and you're going to need a little right rudder. Otherwise, drift to the right about there, just on the verge of getting the stall warning horn. A little bit more power. The power controls your altitude. We're going down a little bit, so just add a little bit more power. Okay, feels good. When you have it just about there, then try to trim it so just hang here. Right? If you almost be able to let go of it, it would just hang here.
Yeah, that looks right there.
That's it. What's our airspeed right now? 50?
Huh? 50?
Okay, and we're right at pretty much even. You can add maybe a little bit of power to take care of that, just a little bit. Won't change the airspeed much at all. And then the only other thing, you're doing a nice job with the heading, with the rudder.
Huh?
So that's slow flight.
I'm looking at that little clump on the cloud right there.
Right. Okay, so now we'll return back to normal flight by adding full power and lowering the nose to the horizon at the same time. So pitching down and adding power and right rudder. All right. Pitch down with that left hand. You're going to push down. Then raise the first 10 degrees of flaps. The first 10.
First 10 up?
Yeah, just keep it under control, and then you can raise the next 10. Now, see how that?
Next 10?
Yep. And next 10.
And next 10.
That was very, very good. That's a good warm-up. Now, as I like to say, now is time for our main event. Oh, the sun up there, probably better not to face into the sun while we're doing this, but I'm going to get ready to demonstrate.
Okay.
The power on stall. Check, 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 check. Check. Check, check. Huh. Keep fading in and out of here. Check. Check, 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 check. There we go. Check, check, check. Okay, I'm going to take control of the airplane.
You have control.
Okay, I have controls. All right, so I'm going to take this nice and slow. Now, we're unfortunate today because we have some clouds in the sky that will offer some references. It's a little easier to do this when you have something in the sky that will tell you what's happening with the plane, rather than just a pure blue sky. So we're going to be, just kind of keep an eye on some of these clouds as we do this. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to lower the power and begin to pitch back, just like we did with slow flight. Okay. And we'll start to slow down. I may trim it just a little bit because the forces do get heavy. All right, now we're going to continue to slow down. Once I get down to 55 knots, I'll set my heading book too. Try to keep a regular heading. You'll probably be surprised at how much backward force it's going to take. If it's a lot, you can use the trim a little bit, but be sparing use it sparingly. Now you hear the stall warning horn?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. Okay, so right about here now, we're at 55. I'm going to smoothly add power and right rudder. Okay, right up to this pitch, right about here.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to hold this. Then you see we're slowing down. I'm pretty much centered on the rudder, looking straight out the window. Now just concentrate outside the window, straight ahead. Watch what happens with the plane. All right, right there's the stall. You feel that?
Yeah.
That little break.
Uh-huh.
That's all you need to feel. Okay, and the minute you do, you bring the plane down, just bring the nose down, and that's it. Okay? Whew. It's not, so if done correctly, it's not that extreme.
Okay.
Okay, so let's, we'll talk through this one together.
Okay.
All right, I'll have you on the controls, so I'll back you up.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is slow down the airplane, and bring the power back to about 1600 or so, but then you realize you're going to have to be pitching back at the same time. Now, as you look out the window, you want to keep the wings level. You don't want to be in a turn as we do this. So it's important to look out the front of the window on this one, even more on the other ones. Okay, pitch back a little bit more. That'll help you slow down. Like I said, if it gets to be a little heavy, you can use some trim to help you there. Okay, keep pitching back. Okay, right there. But you will have to feel some force there, and there you keep pitching back with your left hand. It's going to do some bicep work here.
Okay.
All right, right about, a little slower here. Okay, right about here. Go ahead and start to add that power in all the way, and use some right rudder. Okay, now look out the window here. All right, and hold it right about there, and keep that right rudder just about there. All right, and we're pitching back. Right about there, and just let gravity do the rest of the work. Okay, pitch back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. Get a little bit more right rudder, just a little bit, and look out the plane. Keep the wings level. Pitch back, keep on, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Takes a lot. There we go, almost there. There we go. Keep pulling, keep pulling. There we go. Keep pulling. There's your stall. Push it down. You feel that little break there? Yeah, that's all it is. Okay?
Okay.
That's very good. Yeah, and the more you do that, the more you'll come to trust what the plane's going to do. It's not going to do anything wild. Okay, that was very good. That's the first attempt. We'll do one or two more.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring it back again?
Okay, yeah, bring back the power. Start to slow the plane down.
Okay, right about there.
Okay, and go ahead and just talk me through it. If you remember what the steps were, just narrate what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna slowly pitch back on here and put the power in.
Well, before you do that, we need to slow it down to 55 knots.
Okay.
It's really, you're not going to actually add it until you hear the stall warning horn.
Okay.
Okay, so it's really that, until you hear that horn, that you're not even close to being in the range of. So keep your hand on the power, though. Just let it reside there. Keep pulling back, though. Look out the window. You'll see the nose drop. You don't want that to happen, so you want to keep pulling back. Again, I stress, it's a visual maneuver, looking out the front of the window. Okay, pull it back some more. Now you see where it's drifting off a little bit. Yeah, just keep it as straight as you can. Keep pulling back. All right, yeah, I'm about there.
At power right now?
Yeah, now, as you're doing this, you have to keep the nose up, though. So that's the power, full power, and right rudder. All right, right rudder. All right, now look out the window. Be sure to look out the window. That'll help you a lot. Right there.
Pull that.
Right there. Hold that. Just hold that. Hold that. And a little bit more right rudder, though. See, this is off to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep pulling. You keep pulling it. Keep the wings level. Looking out the window. See, we're turning to the right. So you want to. Don't fixate on the instruments, because that's not going to help you. All right. Look out the window. Right rudder. A little bit of right rudder. A little bit. Yeah, there you go. Keep pulling. There's your stall and right rudder. Now you see how it dipped. You see how it dipped off to the left? That happened because we didn't have enough right rudder in.
I see. I went like this.
That's right. So we'll work on that. But as that plane starts to fall off in that direction, just use some right rudder, and that'll kick it back to level. Okay. So that was just an indication. That's what happens if you don't have the right amount of rudder in. Okay. So it'll become more of a feel thing, but that's not a dangerous situation there. It may feel awkward, but it's not dangerous. Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay.
Just for good measure.
Okay, so right here, I'm gonna scrub up a little bit of speed here.
Okay, yeah, scrub it off.
More. Trim a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna slowly put power in here.
Okay.
Right rudder here.
And hold that pitch right about there, okay? And right rudder. And just let the stall come up to you. Okay? Alright, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like the way you look out the front. Keep looking out there and just try to get a sense as to what the plane's doing. Okay? Here it comes. I can just about sense it. Alright, good. Right down there. See, that was a good indication. You had enough right rudder in there. So it came more or less straight down.
Ooh!
Yeah, that's the lesson for today. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's go ahead and produce. We'll get back to normal. Let's trim it for normal flight. You can relax now. Hard part's over. I'm going to have you navigate toward the San Jose VOR here in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, good job today. Like I said, when you do those initially, I mean, I know, it's a workout. Especially when you're not really familiar with how the plane behaves in those circumstances. Okay, you can reduce power just a little bit. No, you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, you'll never do those in normal flying.
Okay.
Right, you don't want to be doing this. This is a demonstration maneuver. This is just to train you. You see now how high you'd have to pitch up on a takeoff to get yourself into trouble.
Okay.
And you probably would never find yourself in that situation. Your body senses would tell you, hey, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely, if I practice those, I need to make sure there's a CFI next to me.
I would say for the power off stalls, yeah, that's not a bad idea. The power off stalls that we did before, those are much less. Those are much less intense. So yeah, you could do those power off self-flash. But yeah, I agree. I agree.